2008 is winding down, and with it comes the first of the big fall releases, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed on PS3. Now, when I first heard about this project, I felt a little bit like this guy, worried, confused, and more than a little concerned. And is it just me, or has anyone else noticed that all of LucasArts' recent projects revolve around secret apprentices that we've never heard of before in Star Wars lore? But hey, I'm not here to give you a purish spiel. I'm here to let you know if this Dark Jedi simulator is worth your cash. So let's stop wasting time, and let's get to the clips. The Force Unleashed opens during the time gap between episodes 3 and 4. The Empire is in power and is busy building its TIE Fighter squadrons and its Death Star battle station. While fighting on Kashyyyk, Darth Vader encounters a boy whose presence with the Force is stronger than his own. He protects the child and secretly takes him under his wing. His plan? To create an assassin to deal with the Empire's enemies and ultimately to overthrow the Emperor himself. A large part of the game deals with assassinating the remaining members of the Jedi Order, but it also deals with the formation of the Rebel Alliance. Nothing new or exciting is added to the Star Wars saga, and the story seems to be centered around events that are more likely to intrigue the hardcore fan rather than someone who has casually watched Star Wars. The game's central idea of unleashing the Force as a Sith apprentice is executed masterfully. At first, you'll be limited to basic force powers such as push and grip, but you'll quickly move on to advanced powers like Force Lightning, and you'll use it on a scale that would make the Emperor himself quail in fear. Honestly, you'll do things with the Force in this game that you never even dreamt of. And yes, we're talking about the same boundless energy source that they use in the film. You'll hack and slash your way through the first level, but once you begin to use the Force as a weapon, you'll begin to realize how much more you're really capable of. Force talents are acquired in a variety of ways, the most common being from leveling up by collecting Force points, which act like experience. They can also be absorbed in the form of Jedi holocrons, granting you extra knowledge of the Force. Additional powers are added in each gameplay level, and can be strengthened up to 3 times their starting power, adding an element of customization. Normal difficulty should be challenging enough for most gamers. There are, however, 2 higher difficulty settings and a secret cutscene at the end of the game, which I've yet to unlock, so I encourage all gamers to experiment and challenge themselves. All told, The Force Unleashed is a 7-hour experience at best. However, the second playthrough is even more enjoyable than the first. A small complaint is that 3 planets are reused.
That will be sent to the spice mines of Kessel, smashed into who knows what.
No, 3PO, I almost wish they would. Unfortunately, they reuse Kashyyyk, Felucia, and Raxus Prime, 2 of which it seems like we've been to over a dozen times in the other LucasArts games. However, it must be noted that in this game, the level design is different for each visit. Well, what can you really say about the music? It's Star Wars. Every famous song from the saga seems to make an appearance, from Tales of the Jedi Knights to Duel of the Fates. It's all there and sounds as classy as the day it was composed. The scores were of course composed by John Williams. However, it is of note that he did not work on this project, and his scores were reprised by a team of sound effect engineers for the game. No original music was scored for this game. So did the Force get unleashed this fall? Yes, and then some. Using the Force as a weapon has never been this fun. This is the best Star Wars game LucasArts has produced since 1998, when they released Shadows of the Empire. Strangely enough, starring another spin-off character, but I digress. In the words of Darth Vader,
The Force is strong in this one.
Make sure to pick this one up if you're a fan. At least try it if you like action games. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed on PS3 scores a 7 out of 10. And never forget,
The Force will be with you, always.